What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wojtas Zone podcast, and we're back for another MMA event breakdown. This is Cage Warriors 176, and yeah, guys, I want to get right into this. I like this event. It's going to be held in Glasgow, Scotland. It's going to be a great event, and yeah, I'm very excited for a lot of the fights. We're going to be seeing a lot of finishes, I believe. There's going to be a lot of, I would say, heavy hand fighters in this one. A lot of people are going to be going for knockouts, and actually a lot of people that take people down and they actually go for submissions. I like finishes, guys. I don't like fights going to decision, so I'm happy that we're actually going to get a card where I think there's going to be a lot of finishes. So hopefully I'm right on a lot of these, and hopefully we make some money. We've been doing good on our Cage Warriors bets. We did bad on our Dana White's Contender Series bets, guys, but I think everybody did. Unless you spam the underdogs and that's just what you do on Dana White's Contender Series, well, good for you. This past week, you had your best week because you just spam all the underdogs and all the big underdogs won. So, yeah, if there's nobody in this world that could tell me that Clark was going to lose. Like, if you really thought Clark was going to lose, I watched Dana White's interview of the fight, and he even said, anybody tells me that they thought Clark was going to lose, you're a liar. You're a liar. Like, this girl was an LFA champion organization, physical freak, like dominating all of her wins, and she goes out there and gets slapped. Probably one of the craziest knockouts I've seen. But all right, guys, that's it for the preview. I'm not gonna talk about these past events. We're gonna go forward. All we do is go forward, make more money. That's all we are here to do. First fight of the night in Cage Warriors 176. This is gonna be Reggie Hingston taking on Ryan Hewitt. This is a very low level fight, guys. There's gonna be two guys that are barely making their start into the UFC. Sorry, I'm stuck on UFC right now. I'm stuck on Dana White's Contender Series, but they're making their beginning stages of their career in MMA, and they're going to be going to Cage Warriors. And I'm going to be taking Reggie Hingston on this one. I'm going to make a money line shot on him. He's a minus 195. He opened at. I think his line, after I took it, I saw the line just up to a minus 210. I like Reggie Hingston in this fight. Like I said, it's two low level fighters, both very green. But Ryan Hewitt can't stop a takedown, in my opinion. Like, I've watched it like 3 of his fights now, and he's already had 3 fights. I've watched all 3 of them. He can't stop a takedown. And I think Reggie Hingston is going to be easier. It's going to be an easy win for him. I think he's going to be able to get the takedowns, probably get on top, drop some ground and pound, and end up getting a submission victory. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the first bet of the day. He's a minus 195. I got him. I think he's juiced up to a minus 200, minus 205 at the moment. But yeah, first bet of the day, guys. We're taking Reggie Hingston to win this fight via submission. Next one is going to be Igor Wojtas taking on Emerson Oliveira. And yeah, guys, we're going to be taking Igor in this one. This is going to be another low-level fight where two guys, they had a lot of fights on their resume, but they're very low level. Like, both these guys, I don't think they're ever going to be making it to a higher organization. I think that both these guys are kind of like trailblazers in what they do in these lower level organizations like Cage Warriors, Shuto Brazil, Jungle Fights, and all this stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be on the Igor side, guys. I think this is going to end up being a dog fight. It's going to be a very competitive fight. He's a minus 200 favorite. I'm going to be taking a money line shot on him. I'm not going to be putting too much on him, but I am going to be taking a money line play on him just because I like Igor better. I think if this fight ends up being a dog fight in 2 low level fights, I think Igor is more of the dog. I think Igor is going to be able to make some of the takedowns in. I don't think Emerson's going to be able to get a takedown. I think Emerson's going to be throwing heavy shots, and they're not going to be really landing, and Igor's going to be able to piece them up from the outside. And if Igor mixes in a takedown and gets on top, I think he's going to be able to do heavy top pressure on him, because I've seen Emerson getting taken down before, and he doesn't really know what to do on the floor from the bottom. He's more of a top control guy, but as soon as he gets on the bottom, he doesn't really know what to do. So yeah, guys, in this next bit, I'm going to be taking a money line shot on Igor Wojtas, and I'm going to be taking a shot on this next fight. Is going to be, in my opinion, I think it's going to be the most competitive fight of the night. I was very excited. I'm actually very excited to watch this fight. We got a guy in Charles Joyner that throws heavy shots. He's a really good kickboxer, really good body kicks. And this guy is actually, yeah, he's a really good kickboxer. When I see he throws heavy hands, heavy body kicks, and he has decent takedown defense. And you go in against this guy, and Brandon Guess is making his MMA debut. But if you watch a lot of his amateur fights, this guy is a really good prospect. This guy can mix in his stand-up. He can get some takedowns. He's a really all-around good mixed martial artist. So, yeah, like I said, guys, it's going to be the most competitive fight of the night, in my opinion. I think it's going to be going back and forth. It's probably going to end up going to a decision, just literally end up being a 29-28, maybe a split decision. But I'm going to be on the Brandon Guess side, guys. I think Brandon Guess is going to be able to mix in some takedowns. I think he's going to be able to mix in the hands with some takedowns as well. And I think he's going to be able to put on an all-around better MMA match. I think Charles Joyner is the better striker all around. He's a better kickboxer. But if Brandon Guess just keeps his patience and lands some shots and also mixes in some takedowns, pushes him with the fence and grinds him out, I think Brandon Guess is a good fight for him to actually win his MMA debut. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, I could also see Charles Joyner landing one of those hard body kicks and just piecing up Brandon Guess on the outside. But Yeah, I'm going to be on the Brandon Guest side. He's a slight underdog play. It's almost a pick 'em, but I'm going to be taking the slight underdog and Brandon Guest. I like his all-around MMA game in this one. Yeah, guys, and that's going to be the money line play in this one, Brandon Guest. This is going to be a two-leg parlay, the first leg of a two-leg parlay. It's going to be Ryan Campbell taking on Shaham Hotak, I think it is. And we're going to be taking Ryan Campbell in this one. Mainly because Ryan Campbell, I already know what he's going to do. He's going to go in there and try to get some takedowns. He's going to try to get top pressure. He's going to try to grind you out, maybe try to get submission or ground and pound. That's just what he does. He wants to be on top. He wants to get the takedown early. He wants to dominate from top position. And we're mainly fading Shaham Hotak, guys. Like, this guy is not good. Like, I've only found one fight of his. The fight ended very fast. And it's like, the quality was horrible. You couldn't even really watch the fight. It ended like within like 30 seconds. He's fought nobodies. When I say this guy's fought nobodies, you go on Tapology and look at that fight that had bad, horrible quality. It was eligible win. Guys, I had the worst stutter right there. I couldn't get the word out. It was an ineligible win. Tapology doesn't even count the win. They say that this guy doesn't even like fight. He fought a nobody. He fought a guy that's literally a taxi driver out of like, they literally walked outside and said, hey bro, you want to make $100? Come in here and fight. We got you a fight right here. Like, this guy is not going to win this fight, in my opinion. He's going to get taken down, dominated, and he's actually going to be fighting somebody that actually knows how to fight instead of him fighting the last two that didn't even know what to fight. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking Ryan Campbell in this one. He's going to be the first leg of a two-leg. In this fight, I found no odds for this fight. There's no odds. I checked like 8 different bookies. I can't find an odd on it. It's going to be Jordan Strong taking on Wesley Machado. And I'm going to be on the Jordan Strong side. He's going to be my pick for this fight. I do not know what the odds are going to be. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this odd is minus 240 or lower on Jordan Strong, I'm gonna take a money line play on him. If this line comes out anything higher than a minus 240, I'm gonna add him to one of the parlays. Just check the description. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys all the time, I add my bets in all my descriptions. All the bets are in the descriptions. All my descriptions have the bets in them. I update them as the fight goes. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be taking Jordan Strong in this one. Wesley Machado seems like he is not a good fighter. He's fought a lot of low-level fighters. Every time he fights someone that actually has a decent record, he loses. He's fought a lot of people that either making their debuts or fighting people that have more losses than wins. And Jordan Strong has shown that he's a really good grappler, and he takes people down. He dominates with top control. He mixes in some hands. He has some good straight right hands down the pipe. And yeah, I do think he's gonna end up getting a knockout or a submission in this victory. I do think he's gonna finish it. And yeah, guys, my play is gonna be Jordan Strong, but there's no line out for it. So keep an eye out on the description to see exactly what I'm gonna be doing. It's going to be the second leg of that parlay. I'm going to be putting with Campbell. It's going to be O'Neal-Brown taking on Henry, I think it's Lintula, but I'm going to be on the Brown side, guys. I think Brown has really good takedown defense. I think Henry's only way of winning this fight is getting the fight to the floor. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's known for getting the fight to the floor and finishing the fight with submissions. And his hands are very limited. This guy doesn't really have really good defense. He throws wild shots and like they're very looping, and I think he's gonna end up getting caught. He's gonna get knocked out. O'Neal-Brown has shown really good takedowns, takedown defense. He has straight right hands down the pipe. He has really good hooks. He hits really hard. This is a very powerful striker, and I do think he's gonna end up getting the knockout. I'm kind of confident in O'Neal-Brown. He's one of my confident plays of the night. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting him in a 2-leg parlay with Campbell, and that's gonna be the second leg of that parlay, guys. This is going to be another competitive matchup. It's going to be Burama Kamara taking on Marco Kisic. And I'm going to be on the Kisic side, guys. In my opinion, I think he's a better fighter. Kamara, I see a lot of people on Tapology are all over him. I see Tapology's picking him to win this fight pretty easily. But yeah, I'm going to be on the Kisic side. I think Kisic mixes up his strikes really well. I think Burama's striking is not that good. He throws looping strikes. He has defense that's not that good. He gets caught with some strikes. His chin is not there. I've seen him get cracked a couple times and he gets hurt. And Kisic's just a dog. This guy's been around for a minute. He's had to fight against Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah, he got beat up in that fight against Chimaev, but still, he ended up landing some strikes. He's shown that he was a dog. He still likes to fight. This guy's been around for a while. And with Kamara, that just like I was saying, guys, like his takedowns are not that good. He lands those strikes, but they're like pillow punches that they barely even land with anything. And every single time Kisic lands, you're going to feel it. So I think if this fight ends up being a competitive matchup where the strikes are almost even, it's going back and forth, and the judges are going to have hard time scoring it, I think it's going to be on the Kisic side to where first of all, he's the underdog. I'm taking the underdog on this one. Just to let you guys know that. He is a plus 115. I'm taking the underdog just because I think he's going to be landing the harder shots, and I think the judges are going to like it, especially in Cage Warriors where they like a lot of strikers a little bit more. So yeah, guys, I'm going to be on the Kisic side. He's going to be another underdog play. I'm going to be taking a money line shot on him. Guys, get into this next fight. It's going to be the first leg of a 4-leg parlay that we're going to be making. And it's going to be Sean Clancy Jr. taking on Rafael Oronov. And we're going to be taking Clancy Jr. in this one. I think Rafael is not that good at all. He's a guy that just shoots takedowns nonstop. He tries to get the fight to the floor. And I don't think he's really that good. He's only beat people with just as many as losses as wins or people making their debut. He has an illegitimate record on his Tapology page where he's fought someone that was in Russia where Tapology flagged it, where they didn't even think it was a legitimate win for his. And then same thing as for Clancy Jr. Not the same thing for Clancy Jr., but Clancy Jr. is a lot better at striking. He's like a way better striker. I think he's gonna be able to stop the takedowns. We've already seen when Rafael went against O'Neal Brown, and O'Neal Brown was able to stop the takedowns. O'Neal Brown ended up piecing him up, and O'Neal Brown ended up getting his own submission. And I think it's going to be almost the same thing for Sean Clancy. I think Sean Clancy is going to be able to stop the takedowns, land a couple of strikes, maybe get on top himself and start dropping some ground and pound, or maybe even just catching with a knee coming in. Yes, I think Sean Clancy is just a way better fighter. I think Rafael is going to be shooting nonstop takedowns. He's not going to be able to get the fight to the floor, and Sean Clancy is going to dominate this fight. So yeah, guys, it's going to be the first leg of a parlay, and I'll let you guys know who I'm going to be putting who else I'm going to be putting in that. This fight's going to be Damon Donald taking on Colin Parker. Yeah, guys, this guy, if you watched our Cage Warriors 175, we broke down both these guys' fights in a different fight. Caleb Parker was on a 4-fight losing streak, and I took him in a fight, and he actually went out there and won. I thought his boxing was legit, and now he's fighting another guy in Damon Donald that has striking that's legit too. I think both of these guys' striking is actually really good. I think Caleb Parker is more of a guy that strikes inside the pocket. He wants to make this fight a dirty fight that wants to get inside and land some dirty boxing, elbows, hooks on the inside. And Damon Donald's a guy that wants to stay on the outside, walk you down, land straight right hands and jabs. He has a really nice jab. And yeah, like I said, guys, this is going to be a striker's delight, in my opinion. Both these guys have really good hands, and I'm going to be taking Damon Donald. I think Damon Donald is going to be able to keep the fight on the outside, land his strikes, 1-2s, throwing a jab, straight right hand, land some hooks on the outside. And I think that straight right hand is going to be there all day for Damon Donald. Caleb Parker is going to try to make this a dogfight. If he can make this a dogfight and get us inside, he has a chance of winning. Caleb Parker, I'm not saying doesn't have a chance of winning because he has great boxing himself, but if he goes in there and makes this a dogfight, he could possibly win. But I just think Damon Donald has the better crisp striking. I think he has better technical striking where he can keep the fight on the outside. He'll land some kicks on the outside, land some strikes, land some straight right hands, some jabs. And yeah, guys, I'm going to be on the Damon Donald side. I'm going to be taking a money line shot on him. Guys, in this next fight, it's going to be Keir Harvey taking on Roy Evans, and I'm going to be on the Roy Evans side, guys, or Rory Evans side, guys. I think Roy Evans is going to be able to get the fight to the floor. I think Keir Harvey has really good striking, but I don't think he has takedown defense at all. And he's fought a lot of low-level competition. He's fought a lot of people with making, like I say this a lot, but the Cage Warriors and stuff like this, you're going to see it, where he's fought a lot of people that have as many losses as wins or more losses as wins, or they're making their debuts. And Roy Evans is a really good grappler. I think Roy Evans is going to be able to get him to the floor over and over again. I do think this is going to be a boring fight where Rory's going to be grinding him out the whole entire fight, being on top and just holding top control. Maybe they both gas out later on and it becomes competitive in the third round. But for the first 2 rounds, I think Rory's going to be able to get his takedowns easily. So yeah, guys, I'm going to be on the Roy Evans side. I think it's going to be a boring fight where he just grinds him out and holds him down and gets top control and lands some ground and pound every now and then. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the money line play. I'm taking Rory Evans. All right, guys, this is gonna be the second leg of that parlay I'm gonna be adding. So this is gonna be the second leg of that parlay. I'm gonna be taking Michael Blair. Michael Blair is gonna be taking on Kai Stevens, and Michael Blair has really good boxing. He has really good takedowns. This guy holds top pressure really well, but I seen in one of his fights, he just got caught with the right hook and he just dropped. But someone in Kai Stevens is not going to be able to have that power. It's going to have that one-shot knockout power. And Kai Stevens doesn't have the takedown defense at all. He has no chin, really. I seen this guy get punched and knocked out. I'm talking about put to sleep, like, bad. And, like, he face planted when he got slept. And Michael Blair is a young prospect that just trying to put things together. He's 3-2. I like this guy's style, but he just needs to work on his striking a little bit more. His striking's okay, but I know he's mainly going to be shooting the takedowns and maybe land a hard shot into a takedown. But yeah, guys, this is one of those other fights where I think Michael Blair is going to be holding a lot of top control and maybe get a second or third round submission or a second, third round ground and pound finish. I just think Michael Blair is a way better wrestler. I think he's going to be able to get on top really easily in this one. So yeah, guys, he's going to be the second leg of that parlay. Gonna be the third leg of that parlay, in my opinion. I think this is the most lopsided fight on the whole entire card. So hopefully, like, this is the one that doesn't lose. He's a giant favorite, and McEwan, he's a minus 1,200 favorite. He's taking on Miguel Haro. Miguel Haro, guys, doesn't have a chin. This guy can't stop a takedown. This guy is just not good. You can see with his record, he's 11-10. I don't know why they brought him back. He fought in Cage Warriors a long time ago, like back in the day when Cage Warriors was around, like back in Cage Warriors 10 something, like 89 and stuff. He was around. But yeah, guys, I don't think he's really gonna do too much. I think Miguel Haro doesn't have a chance. I think Reese McEwan's going to be able to get the takedowns. He's going to be able to strike with him. I think he's going to be able to get the win however he wants in this one. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to be taking too long in this breakdown because he's a really heavy favorite. He should win. He's a minus 1,200 favorite, and I'm going to be adding him to that 4-leg parlay. And yeah, guys, like I said, the pick on this one's going to be Reese McEwan, and he's going to be added to that parlay. Alright, guys, in this one, I'm going to let you guys know right now, I'm not betting this fight. This is too greasy for me. Both these guys are very low level, in my opinion. It's going to be Chris Bungard taking on Andre Augusto. Andre Augusto is making his debut in Cage Warriors, and this guy has fought in a lot of lower level scenes, but from what I've seen, he is very green. This guy lands hard shots, but he doesn't really know how to put them together, and he has good takedown defense though, so I don't really see him getting taken down easy. And Chris Bungard is going to try to take him down over and over again, and maybe get caught with the hard shot or maybe land a hard shot himself. Like I said, guys, I don't have a really good read on this fight. Both these guys are very low level. They're on the co-main event, and yeah, I wish I could give you a bet for the co-main event, guys, but yeah, I don't have a bet for this one. If I had to make a pick, I'm going to take Andre Augusto. He is a big underdog, so if you guys want to make a little wager on Andre Augusto, you can, but I'm not going to be betting this fight. I'm not going to touch it because it's very low level, and I don't have a read on this one at all. Going to be the main event of the night. It's going to be the fourth leg of that parlay, and the fourth leg and the last leg of that parlay, guys. It's going to be George Hardwick taking on Christian, I think it's Iorga, and we're going to be taking Hardwick's, guys. Hardwick just fought in the Contender Series. He lost his Contender Series fight. He got caught with the left hook, and he got finished, but I like this guy a lot. This guy has been a Cage Warriors champion for a while now. This guy is coming in here after just putting on a good performance until he got slept in the Dana White's Contender Series last season. But he's coming back in this one. I think he's gonna end up getting a win this one. He's a minus 900 favorite. I think Cage Warriors is giving this guy a good fight because they do want him to end up getting to the UFC one day. So they want him to win a couple fights. Maybe Dana White brings him in on short notice or gives him another chance in the Contender Series. But I do think he's coming in here. I think Cage Warriors wants to get him a win. And this is a title fight, guys. And like I said, this guy named Christian Iorga is getting a title fight. He's making his debut in Cage Warriors. So that's kind of how I know Cage Warriors wants this guy to win, is they're giving him a guy that's making his debut in Cage Warriors in a title fight. Like, that usually doesn't happen. It's very rare that happens. It only happens when, like, there's a really great prospect. And this Christian Iorga, guys, he's not a really good prospect. He's very slow, and I don't think he's going to be able to get the takedowns he wants to. He's big, and I don't think he's going to be able to do anything he wants to in this fight. And I think Hardwick's going to be able to dominate this fight. So yeah, guys, I'm going to be adding Hardwick as the fourth leg of that parlay, and I'm pretty confident in him and winning this fight. And yeah, guys, that's it for Cage Warriors breakdown, guys. I'm here every single day breaking down MMA. I'll be back. I got a lot of MMA to do this week. I'm going to be breaking down Bellator. I'm going to be breaking down UFC. I'm going to be breaking down ACA. ACA's on Sundays, guys. We have a fight night on Sunday. It's going to be held Sunday morning. So that video is going to be out Saturday. Bellator's video is going to be out tomorrow. Actually, yeah, Bellator's video is going to be out tomorrow, and then we're going to have UFC coming out Friday, and yeah, you're going to get a video out Saturday. While the fights are going on, I'm going to be making a video. I'm going to be breaking down that ACA card, guys. So yeah, guys, come back every single day, like the video, subscribe to the page, comment, let me guys know if you guys have any bets for Cage Warriors. I'm here every single day posting soccer. I'm going to be going into NFL. I got MMA all the time. So yeah, guys, come back all the time, and I'm here breaking down all different types of betting. Let's make some money, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys.